on light now. On light now. Natumam shakshase trishtum anenaiva svachaksusa divyam dathami te chakshuhu pashyame yogamaiswaram. Na, never, tu, but, mam, me, shakshase, are able, dristum, to see, anena, with this, eva, certainly, swa, chaksusa, your own eyes, divyam, divine, dadami, I give, te, to you, chaksuhu, eyes, pasya, see, me, my, yogam, aisvaryam, inconceivable mystic power. Translation, but you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. Kindly respond, but you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. Purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. A pure devotee does not like to see Krishna in any form except his form with two hands. A devotee must see this universal form by his grace, not with the mind but with spiritual eyes. To see the universal form of Krishna, Arjuna is told not to change his mind but his vision. The universal form of Krishna is not very important, that will be clear in subsequent verses. Yet because Arjuna wanted to see, the Lord gives him the particular vision required to see the universal form. Devotees who are correctly situated in transcendental relationship with Krishna are attracted by loving features, not by a godless display of opulence. The playmates of Krishna, the friends of Krishna, and the parents of Krishna never want Krishna to show his opulence. They are so immense in pure love that they do not even know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In their loving exchange, they forget that Krishna is the Supreme Lord. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that the boys who play with Krishna are all highly pious souls, and after many, many births, they are able to play with Krishna. Such boys do not know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They take him as a personal friend. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami recites this verse: Itiham satam brahma sukhanubhutya dashyam gathanam paradaitatena maya sritanam naradarakena sakam vijaru krita punja punja. Here the Supreme Person who is considered the impersonal Brahman by great sages, the Supreme Personality of Godhead by devotees, and a product of material nature by ordinary men. Now these boys who have performed many, many pious activities in their past lives are playing with that Supreme Personality of Godhead. The fact is that the devotee is not concerned with seeing the Vishwarupa, the universal form, but Krishna wanted to see it too. Arjuna wanted to see it to substantiate Krishna's statement so that in the future people could understand that Krishna not only theoretically or philosophically presented himself as the Supreme, but actually presented himself as such to Arjuna. Arjuna must confirm this because Arjuna is the beginning of the Parampara system. Those who are actually interested in understanding the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna and who follow in the footsteps of Arjuna should understand that Krishna not only theoretically presented himself as the Supreme but actually revealed himself as the Supreme. The Lord gave Arjuna the necessary power to see his universal form because he knew that Arjuna did not particularly want to see it, as we have already explained. So back to the verse again. But you cannot see me with your present eyes, therefore I give you divine eyes. Behold my mystic opulence. This has been a very big contention because many people want to see God. This is the, curse. Many people challenge, is there such a thing called God? Then why don't you come when you see Him? Is it not? Yes? No? What? Yes or no? Many people have this idea, concoction, correct? That they want to see God. Let's see, I want to see God. Even devotees also, they like to, get into this, maybe talking to Krishna. Some tell me this. I'm always talking to Krishna. You know. Is it not? Let us look at this a little bit more deeper. Alright? Let us look at the life of Brahma. You see here, Brahma, I think he first took birth you can see here in this verse, Lord Brahma is called Adideva. Lord Brahma is here in Sanskrit, is here. Sa Adidevo Jagatam Parho Guru. See here, the Sanskrit. Lord Brahma, the first spiritual master, supreme in the universe, could not trace out the source of his lotus seed. While thinking of creating the material world, he could not understand the proper direction for such creative work. Nor could he find out the process for such creation. Brahma, when he was created, he was lost. He did not know. Right, then what happened? See here. While thus engaged in thinking in the water, Brahmaji heard twice from nearby 2 syllables joined together. One of the syllables was taken to 16 and the other from the 21st of the sparse alphabet. This means tapa. The word is ta and pa. And both joined to become the wealth of the renounced order of life. Tapasya is the wealth of the renounced order of life. So he heard this word, what? Tapa. Right? Actually, Lord Brahma, he first climbed down. He climbed down from the lotus stem and he was going down for 100 years of his life. You know how long is that? We'll show you. I think I showed you many times, right? I'll come back to this. For those who do not know, this is the lifespan of Lord Brahma. 311 trillion 40 billion years. Brahma was climbed down. For that, he climbed down. And he was searching and searching. And then he became frightened. Actually, this is more in the 49 something, I think. 29, no, 49 also there is. We can just. So when he climbed down, he became frightened. Then he climbed back again another 100 years. So how many years is that? 200 years of his life. Then he sat down. And he sat down because now you heard the word tapasya, correct? You heard the word? Tapasya. Then he started practicing tapasya. So how many years already that? When he heard the sound, he tried to find out the speaker, searching on all sides, but when he was unable to find anyone beside himself, he thought it wise to sit down on his lotus seat firmly and give attention to execution of penance as he was instructed. So then Brahma performed tapasya. Lord Brahma underwent penance for 1,000 years by the calculation of demigods. How much time is that? 36,000 years is our 1 year. 1 year of the demigod is equal to our 36,000. So 36,000 times by 1,000, how much is that? What, come on, only mathematics. What is it? You going? What is that? What you going? What is that mathematics thing you go? What is that? What? Olympiad. What is that Olympiad? Tell me. 1,000 into 36,000, what is that? Give me the calculator. Just see the friends. Just see our friends. Huh? So you see how long time it takes for Brahma. How long time? 36 trillion? 36 million. 36 million years. Huh? How many years is that? Then, when he did that for 36 million years, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, being thus very much satisfied with the penance of Lord Brahma, was pleased to manifest his personal abode, Vaikuntha, the supreme planet above all others. The transcendental abode of the Lord is adored by all self-life persons, freed from all kind of misery and fear of illusory existence. So after 36 million years, actually you can see in the next verse, I think it's in the next verse, I'm not sure. I want to just look at it. So actually there's one more verse where the Lord and then revealed after this time how he saw the Lord, because he was first finding it very dark, he couldn't see nothing, yes? He couldn't see nothing. But after this, when the Lord was pleased, then he could look and he could see who? Garbhodas ki Vishnu downstairs. But when he was, before that he couldn't see nothing. So in other words, after 36 million years, he could, that also not simply sitting and eating. What he did? He did tapasya. Tapasya means what? Restricting the eating, sleeping, mating, defeating. That is tapasya. You understand? So I don't know, we want to do this kind of program. You want to do this program? Actually, anyway, you don't have 36 million years. Yes? Correct? It's so difficult to see Krishna. Yes? Yes or no? Now let's look at another example. Let's take the example of Dhuru Maharaj. No, let's go to the example of Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj also saw the Lord. How did he see the Lord? Can you take up? He was burned, he was boiled. What's the verses? Can you? 7, 9, 7, 7, 6, I think. 7, no. 7, 8. I'll show you how his father what? Tortured him. Yes, the own father. Right? How did he torture him? He boiled him. He cooked him. He fed him to the snakes. Then, what else? He threw him over the cliff. Yes? And then, what else the father did? Finally, the father gave him poison. Correct? And the boy drank it. He drank. Then he asked, is your God everywhere? Yes. Where are you getting your power? Same place as you, father. Where? Is he in your pillar? He broke the Lord, had to break the pillar and then come out and then he'd see. Do you think you can do that? Take some poison, get burned, get cooked, trampled by elephants. You think you can do all this program? To see God? Is it possible? Possible or not? Not practical. Yes? Is it practical? Alright, give you another one. 36 million years you cannot do. 6 months you think you can do? 6 months? Let us look at the 6-month program. Dhruva Maharaj, he tried for 6 months and he saw God. How did he do? Is that verse 4? You see, first month, let us go to that. You see what he did? This little boy, 5 years old boy, what he did? 4:8 is it? 4:8. First month he had only dry grasses. Only dry grass here. And then the next month, that also but not the whole month. How many days he was there? 12 days? Every 12 days he had. Is it? What is that verse? 4:8 something. I'll look at the index, it's easier. Got it? Let us show you now so you can see. I'm showing you examples of how devotees go through extreme to see the Lord. It is not some cheap thing to see the Lord. Understand? See, for Lord Brahma, it took him 100 and what? 36 million years. For Prahlad Maharaj, it was severe austerity. Nobody can do this kind of things. And for Dhruva Maharaj, it was 6 months. He saw the Lord in 6 months. But the austerity he did, I don't think anybody... 4? 4, 8. See here, Dhruva Maharaj, for the first month, Dhruva Maharaj had only fruits and berries on every third day. Not every day, huh? One day no prasadam, what will happen? Huh? What will happen? Chaos. Isn't it? This boy is 5 years old only. Huh? Had only fruits and berries every third day. And only to keep his body and soul together. And in this way he progressed in the worship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See the next one. Next month what he did? In the second month, Dhruva Maharaj had only every 6 days. And for eatable, he took only dry grass and leaves. Thus he continued. I think this is becoming a bit difficult, isn't it? Grass, huh? Kenna. Leaves, huh? Dry leaves. Dry some Kenna. Huh? Right? That also what? Every 6 days. Then what he did? In the third month, he drank water only every 9 days. Hare Krishna. Thus he remained completely in trance and worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is adored by selected verses. See that? Not that he simply ate and waited for the next 12 days to eat. He was chanting and praying. You understand? Not that, oh Prabhu, I'm fasting, I cannot do any work. You follow? You see how? In the fourth month, Dhruva Maharaj became a complete master of breathing exercise, and he thus inhaled air only every 12 days. After 12 days only, he breathed out. Can you do this? In this way, he completely fixed his position and worshipped the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the fifth month, Maharaj Dhruva, the son of king, had controlled his breathing so perfectly that he was able to stand on only one leg, just as a column stands without motion, and concentrate his mind fully on the Parabrahman. So on the fifth month, he was standing on one leg, like this. Have you seen? Can you do this? 5 seconds, can. Try. You try. Stand here for 5 seconds. One leg, can? You will be wobbling already. Yes? No food somewhere. Right, then let's see what happens after this. In completely controlling senses and the objects, in this way he fixes his mind without diversion or anything else upon the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then, where's the verse? The Lord appears. When Dhruva Maharaj thus captured the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who was the refuge of total material creation and was the master of all living entities, the free world began to tremble. Dhruva Maharaj, the king's son, kept himself steady, standing on one leg. The pressure of his big toe pushed down half the earth, just an elephant being carried on a boat rocks the boat left and right with every step. 1 5-year-old boy doing this tapas, he was pushing the earth what? How much powerful he became. You understand? Then he saw the Lord. When is that place he saw the Lord? 4:9. 4:9 what? Alright, here. The form of the Lord, which was brilliant like a lightning, and which Dhruva Maharaj in his mature yogi was fully absorbed in meditation, all of a sudden disappeared. The Dhruva Maharaj was perturbed and his meditation broke. But as soon as he opened his eyes, he saw the Supreme Personality of Godhead present, just as he had been seeing the Lord in his heart. I forget to tell you, Dhruva Maharaj was not doing this in his house. He was not doing it in your flat. You understand? Where he went? He went to Madhuvan. In Vrindavan, Madhuvan is one place. Vrindavan got 12 forests. Madhuvan is one of the 5 years old boy, he went out to the forest where there is no inhabitants, staying there by the bank of Yamuna, doing this tapasya for 6 months. You think this is practical? This is practical? I'm just trying to give you the idea that seeing God is not a cheap program. It is not what? It is not a cheap program. One hand, Brahma, he had to go to severe austerities, correct? 36 million years. And another boy had to be burned and cooked and whatnot. Correct? And this little boy, this only 5 years old boy, he had to what? Control his eating and sleep, so many things. I'm sure sleeping is also control. Correct? Yes? So do you think that you can just see God just like that? Yes? Is it possible? Huh? Is it possible? Huh? Yes or no? In fact, Krishna says, to just understand that I am God takes many millions of years. Yes? You know this verse? We have many times shown you. In this verse, you can chant along. Very nice. Bahunam janmanam ante Jnanavam mam prapadyate Vasudeva sarvamiti Sa mahatma sudurlabha. After many birth and death, he who is actually in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the cause of all causes and all that is. Such a great soul is very rare. It's not a cheap thing to say that you know even just Krishna. It's just to know, don't say about seeing him. To know him already, how difficult it is. How many births you have to take? Huh? How many births? How many births? Many births. Correct? Now many people are proclaiming there is Bhagavan. Yes, everyone is saying this is Bhagavan so and so, that's Bhagavan so and so, this Bhagavani also there's one. So how much it is very, what we say, misleading. Just to see God is such a difficult thing that even Krishna is telling Arjuna, if you want to see my form, I must give you eyes. It is not that you desire to see God, God will appear. It's not like that. What is that word? Atma Prabhachena La. See here, in this verse, how difficult. You cannot see God by your, clever, we say, mental, studying many scriptures, or with your mental strength. What is it? Atma Pravachana Lagu.
6.87.
6.87. See what Krishna is saying here. Back is 3. Back is what? Back is what? Going back. Oh. In this verse you see here, no, 687, Madhya 687, Purport. So here, where is this one? Nayam Atma Prabhachena Labo Namedyana Bahuna Shutrena Name Veshivanute Tena Labhya Tasesa Atma Vinuti Tanumsyam. What? Where is it? What is sloka book?
20.248.
20.248. Yes. Okay. The Supreme Lord is not obtained by means of expert explanation, vast intelligence, or even much hearing. He is obtained only by one who himself chooses. To such a person, he manifests his own form. Not that you demand the Lord will, no. You understand? That's why the austerity is required. You follow? But in Kali Yuga, we cannot do what Brahma do, we cannot do what Prahlad Maharaj do, we cannot do what Dhruva Maharaj do. Does it mean that we cannot see God forever? Does it mean that? Tell me. Does it mean that? In Kali Yuga, it is not so easy to do all these things. It's not possible. Very difficult. That's why it is explained, in this verse that we many times have shown you, that in Kali Yuga, the best possible thing to do is to chant Krishna's name. Hare Nama eva kevalam, kalau nasteva gatiranyata. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is chanting the holy name of the Lord. There's no other way, there's no other way, there's no other way. Why the chanting is very important? Why? Because in Kali Yuga, everyone is so fallen. You understand? Everyone, what is that word? Manda matayo, manda bhagya upaditaha. Yeah? You see here, in Kali Yuga, this is the problem. It is in Sanskrit. Priyena alpa yusa sabya, kalau asmin yuge janaha, manda sumanda matayo, manda bhagya upaditaha. Why? This is the reason. In, O learned one, in this iron age of Kali, in Kali Yuga, man almost always have but short lives. It's a fact. They have what? Short life. They are quarrelsome, yes. Lazy, yes. So many rules are there. Why? People are lazy, misguided, unlucky, and above all, always disturbed. Upadataha means always disturbed. So for them to think, positively, sit down and meditate, it's not possible. It is not practical. That's why it is explained. In this Kali Yuga, it's like an ocean of fault. Everything is faulty. In this Kali Yuga, it is said, Kalau kale dosha nide rajan astiye eko mahan guna. Kirtaneva Krishnasya mukta shangam param brija. In this Kali Yuga, my dear king, although Kali Yuga is an ocean of fault, there is still one good quality about this age. Simply by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, one can become free from the material bondage and be promoted to the transcendental kingdom. There's only one good thing you can do. What is that? Nothing else will work. And if you try to have Brahma's life, it's not possible. Even Brahma, he had to wait also until he finishes 100 years of his time, 300 trillion years. Only then he can go back and see the Lord. But in Kali Yuga, the life is so short. It is explained in this verse. You can see how we are so short-lived. That 5:19. That even the demigods, they are wanting to take birth. 5:19. They are preferring to take birth here. Why? What? See here. Since the human form of life is a sublime position for spiritual realization, all the demigods in heaven speak in this way. How wonderful it is for the human beings who have been born in the land of Bharatavarsha. They must have executed pious acts of austerity in the past, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself must have been pleased with them. Otherwise, how could they engage in devotional service in so many ways? We demigods can only aspire to achieve human birth in Bharatavarsha to execute devotional service. But these human beings are already engaged there. Can you imagine? Simply by taking up the process of chanting Krishna's name in Bharatavarsha, in this short period of time, you can go back to Krishna. You understand how powerful this method is? This is not something cheap or ordinary, you understand? This has been shown by the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is shown by the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In this verse you can see, let me show you how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he traveled. I want to read to you. I want to show you how the preaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so potent. Almost like a mad lion, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went on his tour filled with ecstatic love and performing Sankirtan, chanting Krishna's name as follows. He chanted this mantra, Krishna, 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 He. Krishna, 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 He. Krishna, 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 Rakshamam. Krishna, 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 Pahimam. Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava, Rama Raghava Rakshamam. Krishna Kesava, Krishna Kesava, Pahimam. So here in this verse, Krishna is chanting this mantra. He is saying, that is, O Lord Ram, descendant of King Rahu, please protect me. O Krishna, O Kesava, killer of the Kesi demon, please protect me. In this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing and chanting. See, and now look. Chanting this verse, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, known as Gaurahari, went on in his way. As soon as he saw someone, he would request him to chant Hari Hari. This happened 5,500 years ago. Where? In India. God himself. So you see here, next he did. Whoever heard Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chant Hari Hari also chanted the name of Lord Hari and Krishna. In this way, they all followed the Lord, very eager to see him. See this? After some time, the Lord would embrace these people and bid them to return home, having invested each of them with spiritual potency. Each of this empowered person would return to his own village and always chanting the holy name of Krishna and sometimes laughing, crying and dancing. So, such an empowered person who requests everyone and anyone, whomever they saw, to chant the holy name of Krishna. In this way, all the villagers will also become devotees of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going and delivering, practically delivering South India. Then, you see, people from different villages who came to see an empowered individual would become like him simply by seeing him and receiving the mercy of his glance. When each of the newly empowered individual returned to his own village, he also converted the villages into devotees. And when others came from different villages to see him, they also converted. Simply by them contacting who? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. In this way, as empowered man went from one village to another, all the people of South India became devotees. Just see how the chanting of Krishna. You don't have to go and do tapasya for 36 million years. You don't have to be boiled in some cooking oil. Neither you have to breathe every 13 days or 15 days. Yes? All you have to do is what? No. All you have to do is first accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Without Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, your chanting will not work. You understand? Are you following? Let's read on. You see. Thus many hundreds of people became Vaishnavas when they passed the Lord on the way and they were embraced by Him. That is the secret. You understand? That is the what? Secret. Because many of you may come here and straight go to Krishna and say, oh, they don't even know who is standing here on the side. Neither they care. Huh? You understand? If you at all want to chant Krishna's name, you cannot be neglecting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It's not possible. Understand? That is the special significance of this Kali Yuga. You understand? Why? Because like Krishna comes after how many years? How many years? Do you know that Lord Brahma's day, one day is divided into 14 manus? Yes? Do you know? Just like you got 12 hours, right? You got 24 hours. Lord Brahma's day is divided into 14 manus. You know one manu, how long it is? One manu, it is 72 times. The 4 yugas. The 4 yuga you add up become 4.3 million years. 72 times 4.3 million years. That is the life of, 91 times. 71. So that is the one manu. Understand? And Lord Krishna will come on the 7th manu, 7th, and on the 28th cycle. Not the 71 cycle, he comes on the one day in Lord Brahma he will come, Lord Krishna. So you think this is rare or not rare? Huh? Very rare. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will also come on that period once. And we are so fortunate that this Kali Yuga the Lord appeared. How fortunate you are. Yes or no? Huh? Yes. So you see how, if you come in contact with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and start chanting this Hare Krishna, then in a moment, you go back to the... You understand? But if you do not accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then I will show you. I'm just reading this now. In whatever village Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed to accept, many people came to see him because his Gaura Hari is very beautiful. By the mercy of the Supreme Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everyone became first-class devotee. Later they became teachers or spiritual masters and liberated the entire world. This is not fantasy. We are not talking about some fantasy. To tell you honestly, some Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 500 years ago, right? Our Padayatra was traveling and they went to some village in India, South India. You know, they saw people also doing Harinam, Kirtan and chanting. So where you learn this? You know, it's our tradition. So how can we be tradition? It must be coming down. Yes. Only thing now our tradition is to go and watch Bollywood. That is the dancing we are doing now. We are not interested in this dancing which will save us. Are you following? You understand? So you see how the difficulty of seeing God has become very easy. In this way the Lord went to the extreme south part of India and he converted all the provinces to Vaishnavism. This is not an exaggeration. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not manifest his spiritual potency at Navadip, but he manifested them in South India and liberated all the people there. It's a fact. When he was in Bengal, when he was in Navadip, he never did this. Are you following? Understand? This is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's empowering others can be understood by one who is actually a devotee of the Lord and who has received his mercy. This can only be understood by a devotee. If you are not a devotee of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then it's not possible to understand this thing. Understand? So many people think that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who this are, they don't understand. Even actually, if they don't understand, if they come here and see him, just by seeing him, they also get the same mercy. You understand this point? They also get the same mercy. That's why I said, whoever saw him and chanted Hari, Hari, also became devotee. You becoming devotee because of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. It is not by anything else. If one does not believe in this uncommon transcendental pastime of the Lord, he is vanquished both in this world and the next. And this chance, as we already explained, Kali Yuga is an ocean of thought. So many difficulties. Yes. Yes or no? So many problems. Yes. And if you do not accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to give you the special mercy, then what will be your position? What will be your position? Very pathetic. Yes or no? You cannot make it. You cannot make it. Whatever I have stated about the beginning of Lord Tour should be understood to hold for as long as Lord Tour South India. So he did this program everywhere in India. The same thing. Now I want to show you where this verse Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prematayati, we chanted this. So I say in this verse, Rupa Goswami is praying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that we chant this verse. I think in our class also we chant. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he does not care who deserves, who doesn't deserve. Anyone he saw, he embraced him and asked him to chant Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. You see that point? He just makes him chant Krishna's name. And by chanting Krishna's name, the person's life becomes changed. Yeah? 19? Dot? 19.56. All can chant this verse with me. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurati Se Namaha. O most munificent incarnation, you are Krishna himself, appearing as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have assumed the golden color of Srimati Radharani and you are widely distributing pure love of Krishna. We offer our respectful obeisance unto you. When Krishna came, he made conditions. What was his condition? This is his condition. His condition is this. In this condition he said, Manmana bhava mad bhakta Madhyaji mam namaskuro Mame vesyasi satyam te Prati jane priyosi me. Always think of me, become my devotee, worship me and offer your homage unto me. Thus you will come to me without fail. I promise you this because you are my very dear friend. And then he said also, Sarva dharma parityaja mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva bhavebhyo mokshayisyami ma suchaha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. In other words, if you don't want to surrender, then you will not be able to get the mercy of Krishna. Yes? Yes or no? But here, in this verse that we just read this now, he was widely distributing pure love of Krishna. He never asked the person to surrender. No. He simply embraced him and asked him to chant Hari Hari. That's all. In fact, when he was traveling in one place, the children, he was asking them to chant and they were not chanting. Be quiet. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then he devised another plan. Alright, don't chant Hare Krishna. And then children said, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. They don't chant Hare. They started chanting. You see how the Lord made the whole world flooded with love for Krishna. You understand? This is the mercy of the Lord. You don't have, as I've said again and again, to go be like Lord Brahma, or to become a Prahlad, or to become Guru Maharaj. In Kali Yuga, all you have to do is open the mouth and chant Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. And the Lord will appear on your tongue. He will appear. You understand? He will very easily. Right? What is that verse? Krishna is not available by blunt material senses. Ataha, what is that? Yes, you see how in this verse Krishna is saying, not saying, I think it's, where is that? Bhakti Rasamrita. So it is very difficult to use any other. It's very difficult to use any part of our senses to capture the Lord. It is not possible. But if you open your mouth and chant with the tongue, especially with the tongue can do two things. What it can do? You can what? Vibrate and you can eat. Yes? Yes or no? So if you can vibrate the holy name and if you can take Krishna Prasadam, so immediately you become purified. Understand? And very quickly you will be able to capture the Lord. It is not possible by your mind or your leg or your tail or whatever. It is not possible. You understand? God can only be achieved by the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You understand? If someone does not want to accept this, yes, see here. Yatanchana smrite yasmin, katanchana smrite yasmin, duskaram sukaram bhavat, vismrite viparitam syat, Sri Chaitanya namami tvam. Things that are very difficult to do become easy to execute if one, some or other, simply remembers Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Are you listening? Are you listening? But if one does not remember him, even easy things become very difficult. To this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I offer my respectful obeisance. You understand this point? Are you understanding? So that's why we recommend you to chant. Before we chant Hare Krishna, what we say? Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Otherwise it is going to be difficult. You see here again, I'm going to read it again. Things that are very difficult to do become easy to execute if one, some or other, simply remembers Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But if one does not remember him, even easy things become very difficult. To this Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I offer my respectful obeisance. Try to understand now how extremely fortunate we are, especially in this Kali Yuga, where we don't have to do all these big gymnastic things. Yes? We all have to do is accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very quickly, Asu, very quickly, will develop this love of God. And what is that love of God? It is explained here. This is what means love of God. The devotees of the Lord constantly discuss the glories of the personality of God among themselves. Thus, they constantly remember the Lord and remind one another of his qualities and pastimes. And this way, by the devotion to the principle of Bhakti Yoga, the devotees please the personality of Godhead, who takes away from them everything inauspicious. Being purified by all impediment, the devotees awaken the pure love of Godhead, and thus even within this world, their spiritualized body exhibits symptoms of transcendental ecstasy, such as standing of the bodily ends, hairs on hand. These are the symptoms. And all that can be coming, because whenever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraces someone, he will start crying and he will start, heart will, soften up, choking. This is symptoms. And that is the power of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So please try to understand that we are not going to recommend you a difficult program. This chanting is a program that even a child can take part. Even what? A child can take part. What to speak child? Can you take out the Jarikanda part of it for me? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was traveling in the Jarikanda forest. What? Jharkhand. And he was traveling there in the forest. And the tiger was lying on the path. He kicked the tiger and as a chant Hare Krishna. And tiger started standing up and chanting Hare Krishna. Not only that, the tiger, then saw the deer. And they both started dancing and kissing each other. Tiger and deer can chant and kiss together. How is it possible? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he can make even animals chant. Now if we don't chant, then what is our position? Where is that verse? We'll read. You got it? You got it, this Jarikanda thing? It's a Lord tour of Vrindavan, Lord's tour in Vrindavan. You can see, very nice section. I will read that before I end my class. My class here today is to impress on you how it is so easy to chant Hare Krishna and see Krishna within a moment. You understand? It is not difficult. Unless we don't want to accept the authority of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then it is going to be impossible. Of course, accepting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu means accepting Prabhupada. Accepting Prabhupada, teaching us to accept Chaitanya Prabhu, then yes, very quickly we will see results. You understand this point? Animals can chant. What to speak? But if you try any other program, any other yoga program, it is not applicable for anybody. Difficult. Even children cannot do, women also cannot do. Many things. Can women go to the forest and like Dhruva Maharaj, sit on one leg possible? She probably, in India, she probably get raped. Dangerous. Understand? Children, can you loiter? Can you say anymore? No. Yes. But chanting, anybody can do. Any place, anywhere. You understand? That's why there's no bar, no restriction. Yes? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Yare deka tareka Krishna upadesh. Simple. Whoever you meet, you talk to them about Krishna and make them chant Hare Krishna. That was his instruction. This is not a difficult issue. It's a question of faith. If you do not have the faith, then I can speak for hours. It's not going to drive anything into the heart. Are you following? But if you have a little faith, especially in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is verse, Prasada Lesa, 10:14. Here, by Lord, my Lord, if one is favored by even a slight trace of the mercy of your lotus feet, he can understand the greatness of your personality. But those who speculate to understand the supreme personality of Godhead are unable to know you, even though they continue to study the Vedas for many years. Understand that mercy. Prasada lesa. Prasad, I'm sure your language has the word lesa. What is lesa means? What? Slight. Very slight. Understand? If you can get the slight mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just seeing him is enough already. You go home back to God. How powerful it is. So don't think this movement is a joke. And it's proven by Prabhupada. Predicted by Nityananda Prabhu. Prativiti Acha Nagradi Kram Sarvatra Pracha Moranam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, every town and village, my name will be chanted. And who made that possible? Huh? Yes. I just came back from China. And I saw. I went to not only one town, I went to different part of China. I was amazed. Chinese people were chanting. In fact, I see more result in China than here. To tell you frankly, I see more result where? In China. I was impressed. Mesmerized. Chinese. Yeah. You understand? So you see how the mercy, not only that, we have gone to many parts of the world and we see people are freely chanting. If so many people can chant, why the people of India cannot chant? Because there's lack of. If some false Bhagavan come, they will run. Suntec City or here, there. If Bhagavan is here. Huh? Yeah, Marina Bay Sand. Oh, Bhagavan. Yeah, this Bhagavan they are running. But here, the original Bhagavan is teaching us how to go home back to Garden. Oh, this is not only teaching you, giving you free food. Still, Hare Krishna. Huh? You understand? This is the symptom of Kali Yuga. Whatever is irreligion, they will take it as religion. Whatever is real religion, they will think this is irreligion. This is the problem. Understand? Is it clear? Huh?
Yes.
Where is it?
Madhya 17:25.
Madhya 17:25. We will read it together. This is all something that you can learn, and once you hear them, you will keep in your heart. Yes, where is 17:25? Bhagavad-gita. When the Lord passed through the solitary forest chanting the holy name of Krishna, the tigers and elephants seeing him gave way. Huh? When the Lord passed through the jungle in great ecstasy, packs of tigers, elephant, rhinoceros, boars came, and the Lord passed right through them. Balabhadra Bhattacharya very much afraid to see them, but Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's influence, all the animals stood to one side. You can try that in the African jungle. Maybe the Singapore Zoo you can try. Huh? What? One day a tiger was lying on the path and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu walking along the path in ecstatic love touched the tiger with his feet. The Lord said, chant the holy name of Krishna. The tiger immediately got up and began to dance and chant, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Can you imagine that? Huh? Can you imagine the power of God? Huh? Let's look further. And one day while Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was bathing in the river, a herd of maddened elephants came there to drink water. While the Lord was bathing and murmuring the Gayatri mantra, the elephant came before him. The Lord immediately splashed some water on the elephant and asked them to chant the name of Krishna. The elephants whose bodies were touched by the water splashed by the Lord began to chant Krishna, Krishna and dance and sing in ecstasy. Hare Krishna. It is so hard to make the elephants here to chant. Some of the elephants fell to the ground, some screamed in ecstasy. Seeing this, Balabhadra Bhattacharya was completely astonished. This is not some story, someone was witnessing it. Someone is what? Witness. Sometimes Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted very loudly while passing through the jungle. Hearing his sweet voice, all the does came near him. Hearing the Lord's great vibration, all the doors followed him left and right while reciting a word with great curiosity. The Lord petted them. Blessed are all these foolish deers because they have approached Maharaj Nanda's son, who is gorgeously dressed and is playing on his flute. And then both the doors and the bark worship the Lord with looks of love and affection. While Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was passing the jungle, 5 or 7 tigers came. Joining the deers, the tigers began to follow the Lord. Seeing the tigers and deer following him, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately remembered the land of Vrindavan. He then began to recite a verse describing the transcendental quality of Vrindavan. In Vrindavan is the transcendental abode of the Lord. There is no hunger, anger or thirst there. Though naturally inimical human beings and fierce animals live together there in transcendental friendship. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Chant Hare Krishna, Krishna," the deers and the tigers began to chant Krishna and dance. When all the deers and does danced and jumped, Balabhadra Bhattacharya saw them and was struck with wonder. Indeed, the tigers and deers began to embrace one another and touching mouth, they began to kiss. Can you imagine this? When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw all this fun, he began to smile. Finally, he left the animals and continued his way. So what do you think? You want to become less than these animals? Or you want to be more than these animals? Huh? So can we chant and take the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Yes or no?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Because by taking the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this life is finished. Never come back again. Alright? Any question on this point? Any comments, any questions? This live video has ended. Okay. Question?